The first and the most common method of moving into emerging adulthood is to enroll in college. And so, how many adults complete college? So, this is the updated census report. They say 52.8% of adults complete college, and then you can see master's, professional, and doctorate degrees, and then you can see how those numbers have increased over the years, which is really great. And then which emerging adults go to college? It's still the case that white emerging adults are a bit more likely to go to college. And this is 2013 through 2017. So you can see that it was a bit more discrepant in 2013. So it's improving in non-white groups over time. But then the other, which is great, the other phenomenon, and this is kind of interesting, is that females have begun to outnumber males in college. So in 1970, there were almost twice as many men in college and graduating from college than women. But of course, college graduation rates were really low if you look at that. So these are all adults 25 and older. And then there's been a little change in that. And this is adults 25 to 34. And so that just narrows the age range a little bit, so you can see the difference. And what you can see is, 20% of men in 1970 were graduating from college, 12% of women, but then it's flipped, and now it's 46% of women and 36% of men. So this is just a really interesting and difficult phenomenon for everybody. Colleges, workplaces, everyone, to try to manage. So here's some official numbers. So about 75% of high school graduates will enroll in college within 2 years of graduation, and then 56% will complete it in 6 years is the percentage that I have. Like you just saw, women are slightly more likely to both attend and graduate from college. And this is a really frustrating fact. Retention in college is best predicted by the combination of socioeconomic status, having the money to pay for it, and then the ability to do the work, so student ability. So having those two factors together are the number one predictor of college completion. So what changes happen with college? So there's an openness to new ideas, exposure to diverse others, because you'll be brought usually to a campus with lots of different types of people, or this is an online class online with lots of different types of people. You'll learn new skills and abilities and knowledge bases. It improves your thinking and reasoning abilities, right? Because you have to do all of these thinking tasks, and then gives you a better sense of identity. And then finally, what are the keys to a successful college experience? So who's able to make it through? So big one is having the prerequisite skills and abilities and funding, right? So ability to pay and ability to do the work. Then you also need both physical and psychological health and well-being. And this has really been an issue. It's been an issue that's been brewing on college campuses for a while, and then has been made just really problematic with the pandemic, which is that student mental health is a huge barrier to college completion, just for completely logical reasons, right? It's hard to do anything when you're in a mental health crisis. And then the other key is developing a sense of belonging to the institution, and it just needs to be somewhere. It can be in your major, it can be on the sports team, it can be in a sorority and fraternity, it can be on another type of group. But you need to have a place to belong, a group to connect to at the university in order to be successful and finish.